surprise. Well, surprise. On a date, kind of nervous.
On a date, kind of nervous.
A date with my sister and my mother. Okay, so food just arrived. I got the Korean fried cauliflower, which looks amazing. It comes with some ranch, and then I got the corn tamale cakes. Excited to try that too. This is what they got. A burger with lots of bacon and pork belly. And what did you get? Salmon?
Bang bang chicken and
bang
shrimp.
bang chicken and shrimp.
Yeah. It's good.
I could eat this every day.
Thank you. Thank you. I've had two potato fries.
This is good.
How you want it?
So I didn't have time to like formally introduce this vlog. So welcome back to another weekly vlog. I'm Olivia, your host. Today was very nice. I went to Cheesecake Factory with my sister and my mother. Food was surprisingly really good. The other thing I did today, I exchanged my CeraVe facial cleanser. What I had was CeraVe hydrating cleanser, and that's for normal to dry skin. I don't like it. If I had to give that a rating, I would give that like a 5 out of 10. It did cleanse my skin and it didn't dry out my skin, but it was too gentle, and when you put it on, it just feels like lotion. Like it literally feels like you're putting lotion on your skin because it doesn't foam up at all. So I wasn't used to that. But today I was like, okay, let me go and exchange it. Like I've used it for a good amount of time. I definitely used it for more than a month, and it wasn't like, I didn't get used to it, I didn't warm up to it or anything like that. So I made a decision, like before the return policy expires and stuff, let me go and exchange it. So I exchanged it for this, the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. So this is for normal to oily skin, which I'm a little bit scared about because I don't consider my skin oily, but I need something that foams. Like, I'm just gonna see how it does with my skin. Yeah, if anything, I feel like this should be more gentle, but I don't know. But we'll see how this goes. I like that it is supposed to foam up. That's all I really care about. Like, I need the foam. I need it to feel like a typical cleanser. I'm gonna be using that tonight because I'm doing my whole nighttime routine tonight, and this will be part of it. Oh, the other thing I forgot to show y'all is my hair, the finished product. Yes, this is the finished product. Okay, I know it's not perfect, but it is as good as I am content with, and that's all that matters. So the braids in the front are finished. I didn't add any boho pieces, which I still can, but I haven't. It's grown on me the way it looks like this. I have the sew-in in the back that my sister redid for me, which looks great. The only issue, which is my fault, is that, you know, the human hair and the synthetic hair, they're never gonna look like exactly the same, especially because I never dyed this hair. So the human hair is like natural brown, which is still dark brown, but the fake hair, the synthetic hair, is like a 1 or 1B, which is darker than this hair. So in the sunlight, it looks a little off. Not gonna hold you, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I love the way it looks. It took me a while just because I'm an inexperienced braider and had to redo the sew-in, but I like it. Of course, the battery in my light wants to die as soon as I set up all this. I'm like halfway through filming a TikTok and now I have no light. I just needed to come back on so I could get this shot charge it again while I finish. I'm washing my face, but have it charged while I wash my face. And then I think I need to get one more shot with the light, but now I'm just like wasting time because I'm like, please charge. Oh, and I'm using my new CeraVe foaming facial cleanser. I hope that this works for me. Please, please, please. All right, let's get it. I can't wait any longer. Happy Wednesday, you guys. I'm just now pretty much just now starting my day. I'm applying to a few jobs. So last night, because it's always at the start of the new week, I'm like, okay, I need to apply to some jobs, something happens and I get thrown off track, and then I kind of forget and put it off to the next week. So that almost happened Monday, because Monday I was out and about running errands. That's when I went out to eat, and of course, like, by the time I get home in like the late afternoon or the evening, applying to jobs is like the last thing on my mind. So I didn't apply to any jobs on Monday. Yesterday I almost let the day go by without applying, but in the evening I was like, you know what, I have a little bit of time before bed. I opened LinkedIn, I did a little bit of searching. I will say, like, to speak on the climate of job postings that I'm seeing now, they do seem different in a good way. But I don't want to be deceived, because just because you're seeing job postings doesn't mean that they're all hiring. For one, we all know these companies are using these deceptive practices by posting job listings and not actually being like active in looking for people to fill those roles. But I did see a lot of job listings on LinkedIn last night that I was like, these are like all up my alley. And then I used another method to look on LinkedIn. I don't know if you guys have seen other people say that they use this method to look for jobs on LinkedIn, but instead of, or in addition to using the jobs tab and, just using the job board on LinkedIn, people also recommend typing in the search bar on LinkedIn to search for posts. So you type in hiring and whatever job title you're interested in, you're looking for. Sometimes you could do a field, but that's a little bit too general. So if you're looking to be a graphic designer, you type in hiring graphic designer, hit search, you filter by posts, and you can sort by most recent, and you'll see people that maybe they didn't post on the LinkedIn job board, because I believe that costs money. So there are a lot of companies out there that don't use the LinkedIn job board, but they will look through their network, and that includes LinkedIn networks, to find people that may be a good fit for the job. So that's what I did last night, is I typed in hiring and one of the job titles that I'm interested in, and I found, like, just from this week alone, I probably found like a good 4. I applied to 2 of them last night, and I have 2 of them on standby. It got a little too late last night, and job applications take time, so that's what I'm about to do now. And then after that, I'm gonna look for a few more job listings. I am heading out in a little bit, so after I apply to these 2 jobs that I have sitting here, I'm gonna gather a few more, and maybe when I get back to the house, I'll apply to those later. I really appreciate all the kind comments that you guys have been leaving me on my previous videos, words of encouragement, words of advice. Sometimes that's all you need. First things first, adding the job to my job tracker on Teal. I'm still using it. It's very helpful, but I still haven't mastered, everything about it. Okay, I applied to this one. That actually wasn't a difficult application. It was a very simple application, which I always love. I always feel weird. Like, I know when I come across these job postings that somebody has posted about on LinkedIn and I do apply to them, it's like I know I should be commenting on the post, but it's just so cringeworthy. Like, I should comment, oh, thanks for sharing, like, I've applied, hey, I'm a real person, like, keep an eye out for my application, I applied, that kind of thing. But I feel like that's so cringy and like I'm a stranger. But then in the same breath, I'm like, I'm the one that needs this job, so who cares about cringe, right? So should I comment? It's so weird. But it's like she's the one hiring, so should I just comment on it? I think I will. I'm just gonna say thanks for sharing. I'm scared. I deleted my message. What do I say? Like, thanks for sharing, I've applied? The thing that gets me is because it's public, and like the way that LinkedIn works is once you comment, like that post is going to show up in your connections on their feeds. But then it's like the whole purpose of LinkedIn is everyone is looking for a job. Like the whole platform is about job finding, job culture, job hunting, job providing. So why is it so cringy for me to leave a comment about a job? Like, I'm looking for a job. Okay. I applied and would love to. What am I supposed to say? Like, I know some people will say, like, I'd love to chat more, like, I'd love to discuss and all that. Like, but that's what's, ugh. Should I just say thanks for sharing? I think I'm just gonna say thanks for sharing. Like, baby steps. Thanks for sharing! Exclamation point, or is that too excited? I did it. I said thanks for sharing. All right, I'm just gonna forget about it. Like, oh, so cringy and embarrassing. But I did it. I commented. So like, I did it, right? So we're making a little pit stop to get something to eat. I'm here with Victoria. We're getting some Trini food, of course, because that's what she always wants. And I always make her buy my doubles.
Always make her buy my doubles, which is true.
Smells good. Time to eat. Number 2.
Let's do the avocado one, the green one.
This one?
That's the same, right? At the bottom, middle.
Yeah. Avocado ranch.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all need to tell me, would y'all buy a large or extra large watermelon for $15?
It was huge.
Huge, okay. A ginormous watermelon. Would you buy it for $15? Because she would. I wouldn't. I think that's crazy. A watermelon should be like $4 or $5. And at the grocery store right now, they're like $7 or $8, which is astronomically high even then.
Why
But to pay, because it is, but to pay $15 for a watermelon. You know, watermelons are like 97% water, first of all.
You say you paying for water?
Yes. You hear how crazy that sounds, right? So we just made it to where the watermelons are. Guess how much they are? Nowhere near $15. $5.99. A very normal price. And these are normal sized watermelons. That one looks a little funky. It does have a yellow spot.
Yellow's flavorful.
It is heavy.
It says yellow flavorful.
Okay, do you want this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got back home a little while ago, and I'm sticking to my word, applying for this job that I found last night, and then I'm gonna start looking for other jobs that I can add to my tracker and apply to. Okay, that wasn't bad. Unless it's gonna make me fill out more. That's why I had another cup of coffee to get my energy going. You gotta have energy to apply to these jobs. Because if I'm like sleepy or drowsy or feeling lazy, all I wanna do is like sit around and watch YouTube videos or scroll on social media. Okay, there are a few more questions, but these, yeah, seem simple. No. Do I have any relatives I work for? No. If no, type NA, target salary range. I need to add a note of what I put on my application was my salary range. Because I always feel like somebody's gonna trip me up by that. Like, oh, so what is your expected salary range? And then in the moment you're like, did I put it in the application? Because I don't want to give them a lower number than I put in the application. I don't want to put something higher and scare them off. So I'm gonna note that. Even though I have my I have my number in my head, but especially for a range, I'll be like, did I go down or did I go up when I put the range? It's just a lot to remember. So the job tracker, it definitely comes in handy. Sometimes I like when they ask for a range instead of a set number, because I feel like they'll look at it like, okay, we can work with that, like we can find somewhere in there. I remember one job I put a number and they were like, can you just give us a range? And so usually when they ask a range, I do go down like $5,000 to $10,000. And I think online a lot of places will tell you to go like do a $5,000, but I want to be open. Like, I'm the one that needs the job, and it's not too bad because I feel like my salary expectation is on the higher end, so I am fine with putting my range down, like making my range start from less than and the high end of my range be the number that I would like love to have. Okay, one application down, a million more to go. No, but now I'm on the searching part. So I applied to the ones that I found last night and today. Now I'm on to find some more. Positivity is the only emotion that I will allow myself to have right now. Like while I'm away on vacation, I want to get an email or emails saying, hello, Olivia. Reaching out because I received your application and I'm interested in setting up a phone screening or an interview. Like, the phone screenings kill me. Like, can we skip past the phone screening and just go straight into an interview? No, but I know that's not how it works. But if I can get like a few emails while I'm away or next week saying, hey, we like this, we like that on your resume, seems like you might be a good fit, let's talk.
2 hours later.
So I applied to more than 10 different jobs from last night and today. Actually, more than 10 today alone. And I think I'm gonna call it a night on applying for today. I have a lot to do for these next 2 days. I have Thursday and Friday to like prepare for my trip. Like, it's getting down to the crunch time. Even though the trip is very short, I was just telling my sister earlier, like, I really don't need to stress and like overthink of, oh, what am I gonna pack? What do I need to bring? Like, I'm only there for 3 days. So that's why, like I said in my previous vlog, I'm only bringing clothes that I already own. I'm not buying any new like makeup products, body, skincare stuff, hair products. I have all of that. It's almost 8 o'clock and I haven't even started making dinner. I'm gonna run downstairs and do that really quickly. I'm just making something simple, like some tofu and vegetables and rice, my go-to. I went to the store today and I had to stop myself from buying a bunch of groceries since I'm leaving. So all I got was tofu. I have like a bag or two of frozen vegetables in the freezer, and I'm gonna make some rice. So it's simple meals for the next few days, and then I'll go real grocery shopping when I come back home. Good morning, you guys. My application was viewed for one job that I applied to yesterday. Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, but it doesn't mean anything. Like, the amount of jobs that I've applied to on LinkedIn, and the people looked at my application or they downloaded my resume, because LinkedIn also tells you when the recruiter downloads your resume. It doesn't always lead to something. Sometimes they just look at your application, which I'm grateful for, but sometimes they just look at it, and if you're not a good fit, they move on. Sometimes they download your resume, and if you're not a good fit, they move on. But sometimes I've had that happen and the person does reach out. If anything, I'm just really trying not to get my hopes up, because I've done that in the past, and it does not feel good when you realize it's not going anywhere. So there's some crazy flooding going on in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, like insane flooding. I hope this is patched up. By the time I could fly there, I just remembered my connection is in Miami, and it was about to be in Fort Lauderdale, and I would have had to take an Uber. That's crazy. Happy Friday! That means my travel day is coming up very, very soon. Like, extremely soon. I'm running some errands today. I hope you guys can hear me, because I know sometimes the AC and, you know, when I have the windows down, it's very loud. Right now I have the AC on, so it's not blowing directly into the camera. I hope you guys can hear me well. I'm on my way to run some errands. I actually ran 2 of them so far. One is not really an errand, it's just getting gas. But I did have to stop at the bank to do a few things, actually. So I took care of that. Now I'm doing more of my like vacation prep stuff. I'm on my way now to my wax appointment. It says that I'll get there 15 minutes early, so we're good on time. You can't be late for that, so I don't play around with that. But it says we're gonna be early, and then I have to stop at Sephora to get a few things. And then after that, I'm making a few stops to some other stores as well. Kind of going out of my way, because I didn't want to go to the area that I usually go to, so I'm trying something different. Going in a completely different part of town to run my errands. So we'll see how that goes. And like, it's regardless, it's still gonna take me like an hour to get there. You know, there's a meme or a saying that people always say, it takes an hour to get anywhere in Atlanta, and yeah, that is extremely true and extremely annoying, but after you live here for a while, it doesn't bother you that much. You just calculate it into your time, into your schedule, and all that. So it is gonna take me, actually it's not taking me an hour to get here today, it's taking me more like 40 minutes, but that's still kind of long. And the GPS has me taking the back roads because it's the middle of the day. It's 12:22 right now. So of course there's like traffic on the interstate and stuff, so it's not having me take that way. I'm taking the back roads. I'm like literally in the country right now. But it's funny, that's just how Georgia is. Like, you'll be driving on back roads, and then when you get to wherever you're going, you're back in like a city like, or a town or something that's built up. So yeah, I'm just having a nice drive. You guys know I like to blast my music, so I took a little pause on that. I was blasting Kendrick Lamar. Like, I know the song is not new anymore. I loved it when it first came out, and I'm still blasting it on repeat. Not Like Us. That is actually, oh, Juneteenth. Oh, that's tomorrow. I won't be here. There's a Juneteenth event. I just saw the sign for it. Oh wow. But yeah, I'm still blasting Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. I'm telling you, when it comes on and I'm in the car, I play it like a good 10 times. Because I have Sirius XM radio, and you know, you can like rewind, you can replay songs and stuff. And so that's what I do. I just play it back a few times. I get it out of my system. I'm sure the people who are like driving next to me are looking at me like, this girl is going in. But yes, that's my song. And I won't say I'm not a Kendrick Lamar fan, but I'm not a stan. Like, there's only a handful of, like, Swimming Pools, that was probably my favorite song by him. The one with Rihanna, the one with, oh, of course, the song with, one or more than one song with Beyonce. But I actually wasn't the biggest fan of his America Has a Problem remix. Like, it was okay, but it wasn't the best. But yeah, Swimming Pools, it's probably my favorite Kendrick Lamar. Oh, and on Problems, A$AP Rocky, Drake, 2 Chainz. Is Kanye West on that? I can't remember. But you know that song. But yeah, Not Like Us. Not Like Us is now my favorite Kendrick Lamar song. Like, I have no shame in confessing my love for that song. And I say that as a Drake former stan. Like, I don't consider myself a stan anymore. Like, I just can't. In this climate, I just can't. Yeah, I am still a Drake fan, but Kendrick bodied him. Like, Drake who? And then the other song that I'm obsessed with right now is Saweetie, Nani. Okay, when I first heard that song, first of all, I saw all the memes. People were like laughing at it. I didn't really care for it when I first heard it. I was like, this sounds too bubblegum pop. Like, I know that's what it's supposed to sound like, but I wasn't ready to receive it at that time. And that time was like, how long has the song been out? Maybe a month. No, it's been out longer than a month. But I think it just picked up traction like a few weeks, a month ago. It's freaking hot out here, 91 degrees. Why, when I walked inside, a girl I went to high school was in there, sitting there. She works there. So it was good to see her. Like, of course, as soon as I walked out, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, hey, how are you doing? She's like, good, how are you? Like, we both recognize each other. We both still follow each other on Instagram. So, of course, I remember what she looked like. She remembered what I looked like. We used to ride the bus together in high school. It was nice seeing her, but I'm so glad that I chose who I chose to do my wax, because it wasn't her, because that would have been a little awkward. Like, it would have been fine, but it would have been very awkward to get waxed by somebody you know. Like, I think, yeah, that would have been a little weird. I think I would have asked if somebody else could do it for me. Like, sometimes things are a little too personal. I don't want to be waxed by somebody that I know from high school. So luckily I didn't choose her, even though I did see her name in the reviews too. Like, literally, it was kind of a toss-up when I was choosing them. But yeah, it was really nice to see her. I'm always like a little bit shook when I see people that I know from like high school or college out and about, because I'm not even in my hometown, and to see her here, I'm like, that's just so crazy. Now it's time to head back home and pack. Yeah, I haven't even pulled my suitcase out. Luckily, my laundry is done, and luckily this trip is only 3 days, so I don't have a lot to pack. I'm trying not to overthink it. Like, it's not that serious. Just get a few dresses. Like I said in my previous video, I'm not doing the most. I didn't buy any new clothing, no new accessories, no new bags, nothing. I was gonna get a new dress and a new bag because I needed them. I needed a black dress for one of our dinners, but I was telling my sister and she was like, you have a black dress? I was like, no, like, I don't have one like for that. She's like, yes you do. In my head I'm like, she doesn't really know my clothes like that, so what is she talking about? I'm trying to think, I'm like, oh, you're right, I do have something. So I was like, thank you so much, because I was like, what could, like, of course I have a lot of black clothing, but I wanted something a little bit dressier, or I needed something dressy, because we agreed in our group chat that it was going to be like, you know, dressy, dress up night kind of thing. But that dress that she mentioned is not really dressy or formal. But I'm gonna bring it anyways. Like, one, I'm on vacation. Two, it's still a nice dress. It's actually a romper, but it's still nice. And like, it looks nice. It's just very short. That's the thing. If it wasn't so short, it would be like, oh yeah, wear that. But to me, it's like, it's a little exposed. Last night when I was going to sleep, I remembered I have a backup, like, very simple, dressy, black dress. Like a basic tank dress. And that's why I have it for moments like this where I just need like that one dressy dress. Yeah, so I'm like, oh yeah, I could just bring that. I could wear sandals with it, because again, I'm on vacation and we're in like, you know, a hot tropical place. So if I was like if I was going to like a dressy dinner here in Atlanta, yeah, I would wear heels, I would dress up, you know, think about my accessories, my bags, stuff like that. But I'm on vacation, and I'm definitely, like, people are gonna know I'm a tourist, so I can wear sandals. I don't know, like, I'm debating, should I bring heels, at least, like, to get pictures in? I don't know. Like, if we're gonna be going back and forth from our hotel, then I can just wear heels, like, wear heels to dinner, we go back to the room, we change, and then I can take the heels off. But if it's a thing of like, oh yeah, right after dinner we're going straight to go bar hopping or something, then yeah, no, I'm not wearing heels. But we'll figure that out. I saw a video, or I read an article or something, and they said that nightlife in Cartagena is, oh yeah, did I tell you guys? That's where I'm going, Cartagena, Colombia. I don't think I told you guys. Well, surprise. That's where I'm going. I told you guys in the last vlog that by the next vlog, which is this vlog, I would tell you guys where I'm going. I'm going to Cartagena, Colombia for my friend's bachelorette trip. I'm so excited because it's my first time ever visiting Colombia. And this is my first time visiting South America. I've never been to South America. The closest south that I've been is Trinidad. But that's not considered South America. So wait, new continent to check off my travel list. This is my first time in South America, first time in Colombia, first time in Cartagena. Just like brand new experience, just makes me so happy. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. That should have been like my opening for my video. If you're watching this far into the video, leave red, blue, and yellow hearts. That's the color of the Colombian